comrades, and welcome back to another installment of Pro Lariat Gaming and another episode in our, it's not silent, I promise, Jade Empire playthrough. My name is Jonathan. Joining me as always, the master of hand-to-gland combat, Adam. I wasn't totally ready, so I had to
That's pretty good, actually.
come up with something on the fly there. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a while. It took forever for us to figure out how to get this recording properly again.
Yeah, it took us a team of 30 Indian contractors, half a year. We went over budget by $500,000.
It was pretty devastating.
Yeah. Pro Lariat will never recover. This actually might be our last video.
I'll never financially recover from this.
We're back with Jade Empire.
So yeah, last time we took out Gal the Lesser, and he threatened...
Hellfire.
He had some ominous warnings, so...
Hellfire
Probably
upon
a quick
our
save
village. We rescued Dawnstar,
Yeah, we got her back.
and thanks, she gave you a poorly animated handjob. We couldn't.
Nothing about this game is poorly animated.
I mean, maybe, but like, how good of a handjob animation were they doing 20 years ago?
What happened to Gao's men? I thought they abandoned him, but it looks like you had to fight them all. I didn't realize you
yeah, I
took
like
that
this one.
much of a
Alright.
risk getting to me. Thank you.
They were humoring him.
I guess so. I heard Gao ordering them to kill anyone who approached. It's too bad so many people had to suffer for this. His
December
mercenaries
7th,
didn't seem too eager to follow me into the cave, though. It
1941.
seemed like they were humoring him. Maybe they were his father's men. I don't... Wait. Do you hear something?
That's pretty good. I was going to make a 9/11 joke, but it's better.
I'm glad we reached the, you can hear me adjusting my glasses here.
There are so
This
many. Where are
epoch,
they coming from?
Oh, no.
where we can
You
make
should be more
9/11
concerned
jokes,
with where
and
they were
they're
going.
funny.
You may have won a victory.
I mean, what else? I mean, what else are you supposed to do now? I mean, it happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
What? What do you mean?
yeah, I
These
don't know.
machines have weapons. They drop
I think also the
gases
jokes
that
are kind of a
slow
natural
down impact.
response to the
There will be
kind of
soldiers on the ground
overreaction
as
to
well.
it.
Oh yeah,
Was
especially
that
because
what
it was
Gao
all
meant?
fucking...
He said something about death coming from above for Master Li.
Don't even get me started.
On.
Truth or this shit.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. We have to
I
get
was
back.
like, what
Just
direction
do-
are we going here?
Everyone will need our help.
Have you ever seen the picture?
Walk away, Dawnstar.
I'll have to find it
won't
after
get there
this,
in
but there's a
time.
picture of
Better
like
to
Dick
avert
Cheney
your eyes
watching
than
the
see
shit or
something
finding
you
out about
care
the shit.
about
He
fall
looks
to
like
ruin. Save yourself the pain.
he looks real relaxed. I'm gonna find it.
I think I've seen it before. It's very
Yeah.
disturbing.
He's like literally like leaning back in his chair with like
This
his like
machine of
hands
Gao's,
folded
do you
behind
know
his
how to
head
make
like a
it
knee
work?
up,
Could you
like
fly it?
like me
I doubt
fucking
there are two
half paying
people in
attention to
the
a team's
Empire that
meeting.
know how they work. It's a
And it's
baffling
like,
combination of magic and artifice.
what? You seem not surprised?
I've seen this kind of attack before.
The thing
The
is,
tools
like,
used are different, but it's the same kind of destruction.
it's not even like unbelievable. Like our government's done
So
other
you don't
shit
really
that's like
know.
If you actually
Suggestively
cared
is
about the
worse,
safety
like-
of this machine, you wouldn't be
like,
about
MK
to
Ultra
fly
was
it into a
real.
swarm of enemies. What guaranteed
we
you
did
wouldn't?
Iran Contra.
There is a handle attached to something like the reins.
It's not
of a
really that hard to
shield.
believe. I don't know.
You move
Oh,
it
yeah.
left and right, forward and back.
And then things
It
after
should swim
9/11
through
when
the
it
air
got
fairly
worse, like-
smoothly.
The shit, or whatever we did in Southeast, but whatever basically Henry Kissinger
Henry
is responsible
Kissinger,
for.
Come
yes,
to
it's
help
just-
us, Zoo. You seem
it's
to
not
have
hard
a
to
good
believe.
heart.
That's not outside the realm of
We'll just say
possibility
that
for
quick
us.
to just
You
that
are
covers a
intent
lot of
on
territory for
returning,
us.
I will accompany you. I've already done more than I wanted, but I could not.
Yeah,
avoid
this is kind of
forever.
ridiculous. Yeah, the village is getting bombed
You are
currently.
interesting
Yeah, I was like,
person,
God, you are
suspicious.
wasting time
Your
here.
eyes
Christ,
hold a
you
great
could have
sadness that is oddly familiar to me.
probably could have fucking
I don't know
helped him if you
why.
didn't sit here jerking each other off for half an hour.
So I think it'll make us play one round of this. It turns into a little mini game here. A little
Agreed.
they used to
There are
just call
greater things to worry
shooters.
about. I hope we are
Now
not
they're
too
shoot
late.
'em ups.
Like a, I don't know, like it's like an arcade style shooter sort of thing.
Yeah, overhead. We'll
like
see.
Like a Galaga.
I think that was one of them. I never played these kind of games. I don't like them that much.
I had like I don't know where I got it. I think I
But
got
we
my
take
birthday.
flight.
We take to the skies. See, the Chinese invented gunpowder. They invented flight. We have no chances.
I already give it up.
Yeah, so a little arcadey action here. It can be kind of tough, but there's not too many of these sections.
You can also
in the game.
adjust the difficulty for this in the regular settings too.
Interestingly enough, yeah, they actually have separate difficulty settings for the main game, and then another difficulty specifically for this mini game, which I always thought was kind of interesting.
We have to hurry.
I say it's kind of fun, but I say it's pretty sparingly used too. It's not like you have to do all the fucking time. Like
You can actually skip. I think it's the only one
Those
you
large
really have to do.
flyers can drop explosives.
yeah, I think there's like a
This is
pretty big
worse than I
side
thought.
quest you have to do quite a few of them in, but other than
Oh yeah, to go to
yeah,
heaven.
yeah. But it's not like the fucking tank sections in Arkham Knight where it's mandatory half the game.
The town.
All right, that's how you collapse some
That
ships.
was far shorter than I thought it was going to be. That's not bad. In case it wasn't clear, the village of Two Rivers, in which we've resided for our entire lives, has been bombed into oblivion by Gao the Greater's bombers, which is a thing that happens in ancient China here.
There's no like police to call.
That is true. The local constable will be on the way in 17 days. Alright, so much like Dresden, this place is on fire.
No. This
It was
can't
10,000
be.
degrees on the ground. I'm sure.
What I expected. I'm sorry you had to see this.
I saw the smoke from the air, but I didn't think it would be so bad. Everyone is gone. I hope you are right. Master Lee wouldn't let this happen. Not
Ooh,
without
we
a
leveled
fight.
up.
See, everything's
Do what
coming
you
up
can together.
flowing
We
in
will meet in the
Shangli.
heart of your school.
Heck yeah.
So what if this dumbass town got burned? You're not even from here. This is your day off.
How you gonna get fired on your day off? These costs. Okay.
See, I've never seen that movie because I don't appropriate.
They're so good though. I like Next Friday more personally. I've also just seen it more. Yeah. All right. And then. Oh,
I only got the 1 point. Yeah.
just save up for something
Doesn't it
else.
roll over? Yeah.
Sure hope so. Yeah, it does.
Got them rollover points. Because you turned him down, obviously.
No. It's all gone. Why did Gao's father do this? Why are his men here?
I like how in the span of
hate
like
this.
maybe 24
no
hours, this
challenge in
town has
killing
been like
simple
raided
peasants.
twice.
Oh yeah.
They said no survivors, so there better be no survivors.
Two. You know.
I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential. Do you want to ask?
Because they found out Master Lee was here.
No.
That's true.
So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors.
Well, all right. That was laughably.
Looks like we have a
Simple.
few more peasants to put down.
Simpo.
Let's just make it quick. Long sword.
And we'll see Kia in here.
The school.
I think that's her name.
burning.
Kicking
Every
ass.
spring,
Yep.
I planted
The lady we
flowers, one
gave
for
the
each
healing
student.
grass earlier too.
No, everything. Everyone is gone.
You very well might be the only
Let it be
survivor here.
true.
Long sword.
I also believe so.
So
And whoever those people are, I guess.
if you were doing a
Keep
closed Palm Evil playthrough and gave her the no good grass, she would die there. And the mercenaries fighting her would make a comment saying, "Oh, she could barely stand, but she still tried to fight." So
She wasn't worth it. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, so fun little difference if you choose to help her or not. No real out.
Decisions matter. Not really.
Not real. I say you'll never see her again, regardless.
That's what's cool about your eventual Fallout
What is this?
playthrough is that,
We missed a couple of
especially if you want to go
incredible
with New
students.
Vegas, there's so many
This is like
fucking
crushing
endings,
ants.
possibilities.
There's no end to you.
Yeah, and they're all canon.
What?
That's all
That's
their
what I
lives
sent
were
in
to you?
the memes.
Oh, okay.
Todd Howard.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
He was like, "Is New Vegas canon?" And they were. He was like, "Yeah." And it's like, "Which ending, Todd? There's 5 endings." And he's like, "Yeah."
Savage.
Okay, Todd. All 5 endings are canon.
I doubt you've seen real.
I'm gonna switch over to 1,000
Just like
cuts,
the
make
other
it a little
would-be warriors in this school.
longer.
Make it harder.
Men, Gal the Greater wants his
Put it on
village clear.
Grandmaster.
Get the job done.
Absolutely not.
Come on.
1,000 cuts.
Yard.
Oof. Just ripped them.
Long sword.
Well done.
Donkey shines.
Our good friend Jing.
We gotta hurry up and get back to these cutscenes, you know? And we're gonna be able to milk this series for a while. Or this video. Whatever. You know, like this game.
We're gonna get hours and hours and hours.
God damn, yeah.
There were so many.
I
Everywhere.
forgot how many fucking
And
cinematics.
fire from the skies.
Well, and yeah. And,
And not too many dialogue, yeah.
Lost off all of Gao's men. He'll be safe now.
No
We're being
way he
good
moved.
hosts.
First
But yeah,
they were fighters in black.
Adams finally
Like this,
caved
you
in
could hardly
since the
see.
new Fallout show came
She
out.
told them where to attack and they
He was
turned
like, alright.
I'm playing it, so I have something to talk to the
one
actress that plays
purpose,
Lucy in the TV
except-
show.
Except for the one.
I have something to talk to her
who stood
about.
alone.
I think you'd stand out more
So
if you
black.
didn't talk to her about it.
Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't.
Yeah, I hate Fallout. Fuck your
can't
show.
Get out.
You'll
Let's
be
have
all right.
sex.
Just be still.
I
Get
tried.
inside me.
I tried so
This for
hard.
Gerber is yours.
I'm sorry.
Gooba.
It did strike me as something that, yeah, I feel like
He said there
making a
was no
TV show
warning,
would be a good
just
good
calm
choice for that.
skies
This feels
and then
very
fire from above. They
fitting.
organized the students, but they were overrun.
Because it doesn't really have like very specifically
Master Lee
named
was taking
characters.
it
Fallout to me
again.
always just kind of strikes
He
more of
went
like a
without a
universe
fight,
than a specific
giving
like
them
Yeah,
what they
canonically,
wanted.
there's just like
But afterwards,
the
the
player
students-
character.
Yeah,
and
as they just
more or
kinda-
less, and then there's
different stories taking place in the wasteland.
yeah, and there's
Assassins.
villains and
They leave
other
no one
people to help
alive
you
to
out.
tell the tale.
Yeah.
People fear the unknown.
I don't know.
For
Just
Gal the
like I
Greater
was
to have
telling
them as
John, I haven't
allies
played
is
AAA
troubling.
games since Elden Ring, and that was months
The
ago.
figure your friend spoke of is Death's
And also the
Hand,
DLC for that's
the
coming out in
leader
like
of
2
the
months.
Lotus
So.
Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did.
I'm just happy it was a great text to receive. I was like, all right,
A
good.
lieutenant, perhaps.
It also helps that like
Death's
New
Hand
Vegas
leads
is
all
literally
others.
$2 right
He would
now.
not appear unless this was important.
Oh yeah, it's or yeah, even right now. Or
Like,
you
normally,
go to,
yes. Normally it's $1.
Go to our favorite
I don't know
website. It's
why
always
they
on
were so
sale.
intent on taking your master Lee, but they never attack without purpose.
It really was going to either be that or like Cyberpunk. So
What little I played of Cyberpunk was cool. I may reinstall that.
I don't know.
That's
Just like
not possible.
I kind of
Sun
prefer
Li,
playing on
the
my Steam
glorious
Deck
strategist,
more
was the
nowadays.
Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army.
Like, even when my rig's just
Your
right there,
master
it's like
Lee
I'm just
cannot
gonna
be
play
him.
something on my deck.
you can
Why
get
not?
snuggled in and comfy.
I
Because
can,
he
and then I can just put it off to the side
Sun
and
Li
fall
was
asleep.
declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the
Prolariat
third brother, Prince
officially simps for the Steam Deck.
King. And besides, the glorious strategist
It's a
would not have
wonderful
made such
$700
mistakes,
splurge. if you can afford it.
Unfortunately, Valve does not do
What
sponsorships, so I don't see that coming in our future.
revealing himself for one.
You're a
For
bitter
another,
swamp
he would have
hermit.
known that
Jesus.
giving himself up would not save your students.
I'll be real. I don't know if I like the facial expressions changing, like so drastically with your statements.
Why is that?
It feels a little cartoonish.
You're cartoonish.
Okay.
Whatever you were going to say there, I was just going to throw right
The
back at you.
glorious
Doesn't
strategist
say,
would
well,
not
this is
his
intelligent
enemy.
discussion.
And if anything is true
This is why I'm
about
keeping all the
Lotus
Patreon money.
assassins, it's that they don't leave survivors. I should know.
I don't know. It's just a little like because it's like
I
1
was
second
one.
you're like neutral reaction, and then it's like a mean reaction, and then you furrow your eyebrows. It's just very like I don't know.
I like Mass Effect. There's the... No, Mass Effect dialogue wheel's alright. The Fallout 4 one's kind of not very good.
If you
I think
will
that's
not
kind of
be
what's keeping me
dissuaded,
from
we
Oh,
should
yeah,
go
the
to
talking
picking
protagonist.
that over
Prosecutor
76.
Flyer.
Yeah.
Gal
I wouldn't-
Raider has
Or not
some
70.
powerful
Not 76. I meant New
contacts.
Vegas.
You may
That's what I
find a
meant.
path to him there.
You know a lot. We will have
'Cause
to
I
talk
mean,
about
I
the
remember
source of that
seeing-
knowledge.
I don't know if it's from 3 or New Vegas, but it's like if your character has low intelligence, like you just can't communicate with people.
Oh, it's any game, yeah. Or any of them. You just...
I say yeah,
you,
maybe
you come off
42.
more stupid, but you can have... there's a perk you can have with
Make
high enough
whatever
luck
judgment you wish.
in one of
I
them that,
assure
like,
you, I have
the
already
dumber you
made
are,
worse.
the higher your luck goes.
Let's go.
And it's called
I don't-
dumb luck.
I don't
That's
wanna
very
be here.
funny.
I want to go where I can actually make a difference.
So, you know, the better just
That is
fortune you have,
a
you'll
very
stumble
common
across
desire.
more ammo, more
The
health.
hardest to achieve, but very common.
Fortune
More
favors
money.
the
See if we
morons.
can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again.
Checks, like dialogue checks
It
and shit
won't
like
be
that.
stable enough to get to the Imperial City.
Well,
but we
John is
might
Mr.
reach
Fallout.
The trading village of Tian's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire.
See, so we could
If we
keep
are
going
lucky,
or
we can find someone to give us passage.
evade them.
If
Which I don't think there's any penalty to evading.
Yeah.
I would have to assume you get experience for attacking them, but
I don't care.
yeah, it can't be enough to warrant it. Yeah, so I wonder. I was gonna make the joke with Fallout 4 since you 100% of the trophies that when they released that new content, they had more trophies.
God damn it.
But in the process of making that joke, I was thinking, well, shit, I have 100% Elden Ring trophies, but how do I know they're not gonna add more shit for the DLC?
Yeah, big boy. What are you going to do?
Get the trophies I'm missing.
What if one of them is play Metal Gear Solid?
Check your computer for a Metal Gear Solid save
And
file.
for like 20 plus hour.
Oh no, sorry. It says you just launched it and closed it. No, we can tell.
And just as quickly as we rise, we fall again.
Yeah, so in the span of like 24 hours, part 2 bandit raids.
I feel like the flyers in this game, though. Just to comically overcharge, just like giant trail of smoke it leaves behind, and
I like how they're literally look like bugs. I think that's kind of.
oh yeah, because they're all like fashioned for the dragonflies, I
That was
believe.
quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm okay too. A little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing won't take to the air again. You make it sound so simple. Flyers and wind maps are rare things, even in the Imperial
Surely.
City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Don't worry, babe.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them. I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tien's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge.
More just 'cause
and
he's
beyond
annoying.
a large marker stone.
That's
Look
honestly
for the
fair.
giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction.
Do you want to hang out with the monk with the top knot or the hot chick? You tell me.
Very well. I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But
Hell
that could
yeah,
just
3
be
videos
your
in, got the
influence.
chapter 2.
Fuck yeah.
We should get going. There has to be a better place for us to rest than this. Let's go.
All right. Let's go actually play some of this fucking game.
Finally.
Oh, man. If I remember right, there is stuff over here somewhere.
Feels like there should be at least.
Do
There
you
is
feel
in the
that?
house.
Something is here. Something that hates the living.
Weapons. I think maybe we said this, but yeah, against ghosts, weapons don't work.
Which again, I always thought very funny because they're literally holding spears and shit.
Oh yeah, they get to use them.
So you can hold it, but if I use it on you, it doesn't hurt you. One thing this game never does, though, maybe I could be wrong, but I don't feel like it does, is like mix up the enemy types. So like, it doesn't have ghosts that you can't hit with your weapon, and then like other types that you can. So of course you switch your tactics mid-fight. I feel like it's
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's always very like one or the other, like one or nothing. So it's like, oh, it's always a group of ghosts. So just put your weapon
A
with it.
water dragon lady.
Our mistress.
Adam never stood a chance.
You fell from the sky.
Honestly, no,
Despite the
because
maddened
on the
spirits
on the
here,
Xbox
you will
version of
benefit.
this, I would have played.
A spirit
She
monk
has
was
about
here
1/10
long
the
ago,
pixels, so.
fleeing the destruction that orphaned you.
Does not look like
He
that in
carried
the
a
fucking
piece of your
Xbox version.
amulet. It was
It
separated,
wouldn't be inglorious.
broken apart, so your enemies
Almost
could not
4K,
find
I
it
think.
easily. You have
I
the
wonder what
first
it's
piece.
capturing in though.
It
Probably
trains your
1920.
abilities now.
800 by 600.
Yeah.
Basically
The
VHS
second
quality.
piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These 3 pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly. You saw a vision? Strange that
What
I
is
did
it,
not
my
make it
ex-wife's
out.
place?
Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more. We shouldn't stay here.
Yeah, if you get divorced, then we
safe.
can add
There's
a
so
new
much
dimension to my
pain and
divorced parent
suffering in
jokes.
this place that I can barely think.
I don't want to though.
You know what you have to do.
Not yet. That
A clearing
just sounds like
near
more
Tien's
work.
Landing across the bridge and
How is
south.
it more work?
Sounds
You have
simple
one
enough.
less wife.
Lead the way and I'll follow.
Yeah, but I have to like actively like, you know.
Fight her for everything you own. John, can I have your rig?
No, no.
No, it's mine. What the hell are you doing there, Dawnstar?
Yeah, what were you doing? Would go this way, but the
The bridge be out.
yeah, kind of forced on our hand.
Finally, humans.
My favorite kinds of enemies. You notice I don't ever block.
Called face tanking.
I don't believe in it. Unless you're in a real fight, then yeah, you should at least try and deflect or something.
Don't lead with your face.
Yeah, keep your hands up. And guard your dodge too.
And if you're losing, pull a knife.
Losing? Yeah. I never lose because I always start off with a knife. I immediately go to assault.
Oh, it looks like you brought your fist to a knifey-wifey fight.
And then they pull a gun, and then...
You know. You have to slice the bullet midair like a fucking... Ooh. Speaking of ninjas...
Stop where you are. Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's
How the hell did
marauding
she get here
pirates.
so fast?
You will pay for the crimes you have committed.
She has connections.
Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in
Beat
2
her
rivers.
ass.
Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
That's it, bench.
You're getting the sword.
This is longsword.
Thank you.
Don't show her mercy.
Enough! The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao
just
the
a
Great
kid from New
prefers
York.
his servants docile.
Just a fucking gabagool.
So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil.
To
larger
avenge
than
the
you
dead.
realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed as 2 rivers once. Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it. A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here.
Thanks,
in the
mysterious
surrounding
lady.
forest.
That was real of you.
Perhaps, if you are capable, we
You're
will
real
meet again.
mean.
Real
I wish you
fucking
good
mean,
luck,
lady.
But you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
Nice. Get you stuck in the geometry.
Oh my god. Yeah.
What if you tried talking to Donstar?
Look at that. Talking to the trick, did the trick.
Hey. Pearlier does not condone Jonathan's misogynistic remarks.
But I do.
But Jonathan
should
does.
Don't causeway first. I can't get in there yet anyway. It doesn't matter. All right, so let's go to the town first.
Tian's
Landing.
Landing. Named after the Dragon Ball Z character.
Ah.
You found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse, in my opinion. Here.
Man,
I
there's so many little
salvaged
avenues
gem
in
out
this,
of
just in this little
some
area.
Oh, winding.
I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here,
I was just
we should
thinking,
see if anyone knows anything
so
about
many nice
flyers.
little
Maybe whoever's
little
in
side
charge
quests
of the
we can
town
do
help
here,
us
and
get underway again.
let's make sure we
I
equip
will
that.
stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
Intuition, mind, spirit. Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I wonder what my not techniques
Isn't it skills?
to see my I want to see like my charisma.
Yeah.
There we go.
Your intuition is high as fuck.
Intuition or intimidation. Look at that. I'm a real toughie.
You're an empath.
Like Commander Deanna Troy. She just passed her commander's exam. It's season 7. Adam doesn't seem to care, but I'm almost finished with Star Trek The Next Generation.
I'm going to add a counter on the screen to how long until Jonathan brings up Star Trek.
And
The people there were the only
yeah, this is like
family
an
I've known.
episode where
And
they,
now, they're all gone.
I don't know.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places.
We may have
You
settled
must
for
prepare
vengeance.
yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
You sound like an asshole, Sagacious Sue.
I don't even know what sagacious means.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great
Sounds
many
nice to
more
say,
things that you can lose.
Sagacious.
And this place is perpetually, it's like always sunset here. It's lovely.
Quite nice. Call that ray tracing.
And the little particles. Wow.
Wow.
I assure you, I am not wise.
Ma'am, I am dumb as shit. I will go full speed ahead.
Nara earphone wonu kanawa ofa ear kanawa wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwak wo so sonia sonok fonia sisa ear nawakok.
I get things are bad, but like, they're kind of just walking out in the woods without any like supplies or anything.
Well,
It's sure to be more exciting than
maybe
this
they don't
dead
have
place.
to. Like how we can carry. No, we don't carry anything really besides our sword.
I'll say we
And
don't
a bunch
carry
of
it.
gems, that's about it. Maybe I can save the town. Hopefully I can.
I can do it.
Hopefully I do.
Unless Sean has a sudden change of heart and dooms the town. Which he would never do.
Not me.
Little old me. And he has hella flyers. It's fucking real lame.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
It really doesn't seem like it is. You're going into an area that has ghosts and slavers, and you're like, yeah, I'll take my chances.
Right?
Like, come on, lady. Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm tired of talking to her, so we'll just politely leave. Before we get stopped again. At least we get to fight somebody here, though.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we
Yes,
don't
clearly
step
there's just a
aside
lot
for
going
you.
on in this
You
town here.
step aside for us.
We've been here for fucking 30 seconds
The
and shit just
peasants
keeps
of this
popping off.
village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your
Lick my
behavior
balls.
and walk away.
Don't
Punch him in
tell
the
me
dick
what
and
to
scrotum.
do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you. Time to teach you all a lesson.
Punch him right in the fucking kidney.
Thousand cuts.
Oh.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zoo. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked.
So much mysterious.
The child is
part.
safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zoo mentioned, my
For
name is
20
Hui.
fucking years?
Tell me, young man, what is your master's name? I
Hey,
have
man,
waited
like-
here many years for the arrival of one special fighter.
All that time.
Your master,
That's several
Sun Li,
years.
That's
told me
true.
to
It's
wait
just
until you,
been in
his
Two Rivers for
protege,
20 years. I'm
came
just like, God,
seeking
she's been here waiting the
information.
whole fucking time.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready. I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon.
Arrogant, yeah.
Shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth.
But also kind of based.
To try and steal
He
her
killed a
power,
god.
To even
What?
think it could be
Kind of
attempted.
thick.
Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before
Nah, I forgot
returning
all
to the
about this
Earth
stuff.
in another form.
See, we're all learning here.
Sun High sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the
That's a
palace
good
as a
question.
grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price. The water dragon's power was tied to her temple at Dirge and the strength of her servants.
I don't know,
When the
man.
spirit monks were
do you
slain
want
and
from me?
Dirge fell, she
Shit, I
became
don't know.
vulnerable. Her physical form could be injured, but she was also a god. Maybe her spirit still exists. I don't know. I'm no expert on the heavens. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child,
It's the same
his daughter
shit, you
born in the
dumb
Imperial
ass.
Palace when he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the
Real
siege, the
nitpicky.
Emperor had Li's family
Whatever, they were
executed.
dead. Right?
Executed. Murdered. The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging
very
your
useful
ability
technique.
to
I don't think
fight
I ever
or
used
ignore
one.
wounds.
Nope.
It is
And you won't see me
especially
use it.
useful when
I was gonna say,
enemies
I
are immune to basic
Never,
martial
ever, ever,
attacks,
never will
when
I
you
use this
must
technique
use
again.
magic or weapons.
But thanks for waiting
It can
here for
even
so many years to
immobilize
show
a
me it,
foe,
though.
allowing time
Appreciate
to
it,
recover
lady.
even more.
Oh, what does Don Star have to say?
This short
true.
lesson should be enough
Let's
for
have
now.
more
Come
conversations.
speak with me in the tea house.
do this
We
health
will
real
talk
quick.
of your master
Trying
and
to
more.
smash. Pressing. Like,
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar.
That was it.
Strange
I know we can go in
enemies,
here,
troubling plots.
take care of it.
I will be glad
There's
to
just so
leave
much
this place
side
if my
stuff
master
here.
leaves.
yeah. There's this seamstress lady that's crying for some reason.
I will answer what
We've all had that last thought as an intrusive thought when your wife's crying. But
Please excuse me.
It is
I know I
irritating.
shouldn't be
right?
crying in
can
public
you
like
please
this,
stop
but
crying? It is very annoying.
I just can't help it. Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn.
Sounds
and
like
I
he
have
needs
a
concealed
problem I
carry.
don't know how to solve. I thought
This is why you
could
need
help, but
two-way.
I was afraid to speak to you.
Sponsored by
It's
Carl
my
Malone.
fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting
Official
worse.
GIF of Prolariat Productions.
I'm terrified they're going to kill him.
Unfortunately,
After
but
I saw you take on those sailors, I thought...
yeah, sure, I'll sign off on it.
Well...
It's so funny, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me.
Alright, we'll help him out.
So her fiance is getting beaten up every day, and
Bay is
his
down
wife's
at
asking
Beggar's
another man
Peak
for
right
help.
now in the southeast corner of town.
Today's
Hurry,
secret word is
you can probably get
emasculation.
there before the thugs attack him today.
We can't talk to these people, but there's no
No,
reason
it's just a
to.
grouchy fucking chef.
Grouchy chef. and
Fucking Chinese Gordon Ramsay here.
pretty much. I think that... Oh, I'm just silly.
Idiot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I read this book, Stan, already?
No. Undertaker.
Miss Dewey. Where we at on time there, eh? I was thinking about
45.
Okay.
Probably did the tea house quest. You know, with the deed and all that bullshit.
Yeah, or at least most of it, depending how fucking long they want to talk for.
Hours.
This tea house must be pot.
These boys just like being punished, I guess.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
Was even before.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
Oh man, my shit.
This time we brought some
Oh
friends to
fuck!
Oh, fuck! Hi, we're Prolariat.
1,000 cuts.
Yep.
We have original thoughts. Still doesn't feel very even.
What? I think it does.
You get the table leg.
Oh yeah. Let's mix it up here a little bit.
Improvised weapon time.
Oh. There we go. Chunks of wood. Eat shit.
I'll improvise.
I like how every person you meet's like, man, your fighting style's weird. Oh well.
You're going down.
Sure is peculiar.
1,000 cuts.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again.
Speed it
We
up
can
a
get back to
little.
business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade. The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prize pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the spirit monk temple fell.
I really do want to tell her to
Intended
speed this
to,
up.
and
But
I
like,
assumed
That's
it did,
so
give
rude.
the main piece to you.
canonically, it's not in our,
Placed a smaller
you know.
part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
It's not who we are.
I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet too.
Simp.
So, what now?
Yes, Sun Li intended you to find it.
Lady, you
I was to tell
wasted
you
so much
about
of your
it
life
if anything
doing this.
happened
What?
to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty.
All right. So yeah, let's talk to old Mother Quan here.
Remember,
She's
go to the ruins
gonna
and
look it
claim
up.
the amulet before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family
okay.
owns this land.
That was real kind of
They
him.
have for
I
hundreds
love
of
venture
years.
capitalists.
The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong,
How
he
fucking
mostly
naive
just
are you,
makes his
lady?
wine. Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong. That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Let's get right to it. Let's see.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly.
Can I see that shit?
First, the useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house. Oh,
Well, we tried the direct
Imperial
approach.
Writ is 400 years old, and I just carry
Now
it
we
around
kill
with
him
me
and take
all
his
the
corpse.
time and show it to complete strangers. Please. The writ is locked
You can't
safely away,
Quan.
as I told Mother Quan.
I do.
I'm not about to bring it out on your request.
But-
Now, if you will just leave me to my drinking. Yes, good. Go away. I haven't even started to feel the effects of my wine yet, and you're already giving me a headache.
You always fuck things up. Shit,
You got
idiot.
all fucking summer to think of this.
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be...
Well, she
No,
doesn't.
it's not
Get
right,
over it,
not right at
nerd.
all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Quan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were. That imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her
It's a
tea
town of
house.
simpletons.
Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice. Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway. What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Quan should still own the tea house.
I can be quite
Problem is,
seductive.
Dutong's already shown everyone
Did you
the writ,
steal
now
this
he's
old
got it
lady's
locked
shit?
away. If
How
you're
about
right,
now?
he'd never
Lift
bring it out
shirt.
again. There's
He's
no
not
way to
even
prove
wearing
he
a
cheated
shirt.
Mother Quan.
I'm just kind of moving my body fat around.
That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed. It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up.
Just makes you anti-drunk immediately.
The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job.
What a horrific
Works instantly
concoction.
and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand. No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak.
All right, so we could fuck around and do all this, whatever. The quickest way is give him 2 of these, 2 of the Imperials, and then 1 of the.
I say it's really not complicated. Yeah, you said after 7
7
drinks.
drinks is when it's
And it's like, oh, one of these is 3 of that one. It's like, okay. Yes.
One drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
Shit.
1 drink for Master Dutong. 1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Good, good. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
Secret shame.
What do you want?
Harsh.
You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of 3 Sheets Dutong? No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that.
Confess.
It's my secret
Confess
shame.
your sins.
The thought of that
So I
writ
may
brings
smack them
tears
out
to
of
my
you.
eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Confess my sins.
That was easy.
Then I'll feel better. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Buzz, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
Gross.
God, oh, God! Oh, I hate that restorative potion. Oh! That stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory, as if I... Oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, oh, I don't know,
Kind of
an
beat him to
imperial
death with his
writ?
shoes.
What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 Sheets Dutong. was not
mighty
born
tempting.
yesterday,
Ah,
or the day
sell this
before
old
that.
dumb lady out.
Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I
That's
don't
the
know,
nice
Dutong.
one. That's the
I
bad
use
one.
the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady.
That's such
I-
a... Yeah, say that's...
not sure what to
Maybe
do.
it's aggressive and.
I think it's aggressive versus... Yeah, it must be your mood.
Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Nice.
Uh-oh,
Property
boss.
dispute
They're
resolved.
not gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should.
And we solved it with intuition, much like they
That's
do
the
in Star
smartest thing
Trek.
you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
The thinking person's
Well
show.
done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again.
Sorry, bro.
You
I
should
just
tell Mother
watched
once she got her
Reacher
tea house
on
back.
repeat.
Now things can go back to the way they were.
Savage.
I knew
He's
you
just
would
like
make the
me,
right
that's why.
choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time
That
here
piece
in
of
my...
shit.
I mean...
Should have stabbed him when we had the chance.
That rotten son of a
Are
bitch.
you certain? That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me.
Hooray.
Master Tutong has left.
We did a property resolution.
We did a land acknowledgement, and it worked.
This land belongs to Mother Kwan. And we were right.
For Mother Kwan, her tea house is back in business.
This is the only time in history a land acknowledgement has worked.
Only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house.
Wow.
Well, look at that.
We did a good.
We got our good guy points and everything.
I can offer is my humble thanks.
Probably a good place to call. What do you think? They're
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Welcome here at Old
So we've had enough of all the expositions and stories and whatnot. We'll even save our level up for next time. I care about you that much.
Wow.
Well,
What a guy.
what a guy, indeed. Remember to organize and agitate the workplace. Don't forget your rights as a worker and as a human being. And that Prolariat's the only channel that loves you. Everyone else is just faking it.
Yeah,
And gaslighting is not real.
not real.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.